call on the true light. I seek refuge in the primal light. I seek refuge in the true light. I call on the primal light. Self-supreme, primal light. Self-supreme. Yes. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining I. Hail, hail to the I self. Hail, hail to all the I and I selves. I want to introduce myself. I am Primal Light in this shattered, fragmented, fractal self, taking this form, wearing this body in this avatar, as I said, art and wrong. I play the role of the liberator and I advocate for all selves. Thank you for joining I. Today, I want to just go over a few things and to encourage the I in this journey to self-realization. Who am I is the question that the I and I is asking. The I and I need to take self-responsibility, and the I and I need to be the one that's in command and not this ego, this duality consciousness. I must take command of the I mind. It's time for the I to take command, be in the front seat, to be in the driver's seat. You give a command to the mind, and the mind follows the command. Not the mind constantly influencing the self, doing wrong things. What is the evil twin is the question. And it's time for the real. It's time for liberation. What is this life? So this is what I will be looking at. So let's look at the first question, the most important question that the I can ever ask the I self. Let me turn this light on. Maybe you can see me better. I don't know if you can see better or not, but the light is very bright in my face. So, what is the answer to this question? Have you self-inquired? This is a question for the I to ask the I self. Who am I? Because it is quite obvious that the I do not know the I self. This is the reason for the lack of confidence in the I self, that the I have a lot of fear, and this is the reason why one can deceive the I, and this is the reason why the mind has so much power over I, because I do not know the I self, I do not know the I power, because this mind has been entrancing the I in this sleep for eons. and the I have forgotten the I self wearing this body, wearing this form, whether you're in the body or you're not in the body. And so we want to take a look at what is the evil twin. Who is this evil twin? So I want to take command to inquire within the I self, because there's only one way to know: if you ask. Every question that you ask must be answered. Do not stop, do not give up, just keep inquiring within the I self. Ask the I self. I seek these questions from the I real true self, the unmanifest, the singular stillness, non-being self. So the I self supreme, primal light self, the I parent self, mother self, the I real and true self, the I self, the light without beginning nor end, the one true light, the one true self. So when you give this definition of where you are seeking your truth, all of those dualities cannot answer you, because that is not a description of them. The dualities, they have no light. They are not the one true light. They are not the light without beginning nor end, because they don't have any light. They steal light. So therefore, you want to be specific in what you are when you are seeking yourself. Do not call on God, call on Jesus, call on Krishna, call on the ancestors, call on Ogun, call on Shango, call on Hare Krishna. Do not call on anyone. Do not call on higher levels of consciousness. I want to remind you that it is the consciousness, the supreme ego, the God of this world, that is creating this world. It is the consciousness. It is God that is creating this chaos. So you cannot call on the chaos. You have to call on what is outside of the chaos, the balance, which is the I Self Supreme, that has no name, that has no form. That is unmanifested, non-being. It's not into any kind of being. This is what the I want to anchor the I Self in. The I Self Supreme. One true self, one and only self. There are different aspects of the I Self that is creating and balancing the harmony into the world. And so when the supreme ego, the consciousness, creates, say the consciousness creates a food, a fruit, something in the nature that is poisonous to us, then the I Self Supreme creates a balance to that. This is always what's going. Know that there is this force that is going against you. It's always trying to battle, trying to harm you. There is this invisible force. And many call this invisible force, they call it devil, they call it Satan, they call it all these different names. This invisible force is the I Self in duality, because the I is sleeping and the I does not have any self-awareness. So the I must wake up from sleeping. right? So this becomes what is the evil twin? This is this force that this invisible force that becomes the I evil twin. So I want you to know that it is an exact replica of the I self playing a different role. So the challenge that you face is yourself. You have to look at your evil twin and you have to join with your evil twin by unified and wake it up from sleep. This is the I, the role of the I self supreme, right? Now, what is the role of the I wearing this body? The I also have the same role, which is the I as the self, the soul, have its baby self and all of its other self, the twins that is playing the opposite role to it. The soul also have a self that is doing that. And so what has to happen is that this self also has to wake up from sleeping. And so all the time we are battling with our evil twin. And why did this battle begin? Why did this battle begin that we are battling with our evil twin? Because it's in the supreme ego form, because of this duality consciousness. I am going to talk on the ones wearing the bodies, because this is the power that you have. I am in command. Every aspect of the I self is in command. When you are in the real, you must take command of your mind. And so the mind cannot dictate to you. You cannot allow one to come and control your mind and you do the action that they are saying to do. Well, there are some cases when they come and they completely take over your mind, take over your body, and will torture you, and you have no control because they're forced. They forcefully come and violated you, and so now you are doing things that you wouldn't do in your self-awareness because they have now completely taken over. Now I understand that when you no longer have the control, when they come and overpower you in the body, but for many ones, but there are ways that you do not allow them to take over. They can come, but if you do the vibrations, the affirmations, and you do not, you have awareness of yourself, so you know when something is in your body and wants to take over. You can feel that force. Because it happened to me many times, but I fight them and I never give them the control to take over. They were never able to take over and speak through me, but they were able to influence the mind, you know. So there's a way of not allowing them to take over. Um, Many ones who are calling on the dualities, it's easy for them to take over them. But because I wasn't calling on them, they just found me because they know who I am. And they see me doing inquiry, self-inquiry, and being determined to find the truth. So they will come to confuse the I. So the I have to take command of the I mind. So when the mind is bringing thoughts, you have to be vigilant to scan these thoughts to see identifying where the thoughts are coming from, who is speaking, who speaks, you know, and then you decide what is the balance thing that you have to do. And then when the time is that you need to put this mind to stillness, you be in command to do this also. So everything that I have created, I demolish. It's time for the I to take responsibility for the I self. What is the evil twin? The I self replica that is in sleeping, dreaming states, doing all of this craziness in the world. It is the I twin that is doing it. But all the I and I selves were in body. Can you help your evil twin in this sleeping, dreaming state? No, you cannot. So I know many ones are telling you to go find your shadow self. Please do not do that. It is not your destiny to do that. Your destiny is to turn your light on, because if you are stumbling in darkness, how are you going to try to help someone? What can you offer them? You do not know the truth. You do not know the path. Do not know the way. You do not have any light. Know that this is all about light. You hear? This is all about light. How much light can you create? How much electricity can you create? So the time is now to take command. I am in command. I am in command. I am in command. The commandment, command. I am in command. I am in command of the commandment, command. And as I have commanded, so let it be. So it is. The I must take command, because if the I don't take command, who is going to be leading and guiding the I? The I must take command. I am in command. I am in command. So everything that the I creates, the I must dissolve it. Everything that I have created, I demolish. Everything that I have created, I demolish. I am free from my imaginary bondage. I am free from my imaginary bondage. I return to my ultimate true state. I return to my ultimate true state. I transition from being to non-being. I transition from being to non-being. I move effortlessly with ease from manifest to unmanifest. I move effortlessly with ease from manifest to unmanifest. I am one with all. All is myself, and I am one with all. All of myself must return back onto me. So, this is what needs to happen. I must take command of the I journey and take responsibility for what I have created. The I Self Supreme needs the I to do what the I said that I would do, that I wrote down in the I self destiny. It is time for you to forgo this ego false self, to take off this mask, this costume that you are wearing, and return to the I ultimate true state. The time is now. What is life? Life is a dream. The I is creating this life in its imagination. This life, this world is a dream creation. The I self is the world, is the dream, the duality, playing all the characters. I self is the cosmos, the universe, the galaxies, every aspect of this creation. The I self is playing these roles in different aspects of the self. So is the devil, the demon, the Satan, all of these characters. Is the I self also playing these roles? But there's a difference. The I is sleeping, in trance in a dream, and need to wake up in the dream. The only way for this dream to end is for the I self to wake up. Know that this consciousness does not exist on its own. You are the self. I am the self. I have a mind. My mind has gone crazy because there is no light in my mind. And it is thinking of all kind of crazy things. And it is influencing I the self and trancing I in the dream. This is the reason why the I must take command, wake up, know what is playing your enemy in this life movie, and dissolve it. It's time for the I to take command. I am in command. Stop giving your powers away to God, to Jesus, to Krishna. They have been harnessing your energy for eons, enslaving you and keeping you docile. It is time now for you to take back your command, take back your power. Just imagine how powerful you are as this self called the soul. If they are using it and they are holding power over you and holding you a prisoner, what would happen if you become yourself? Instead of playing this ego false self, this character wearing this costume, you take off the costume, you take off the mask, and you be yourself, the soul. What power would the I exude? It is time now to do this. So I want to say thank you. Thank you for joining I will see you in the next video. So want I to remember that this life, this world is a dream. The I sleeping, the I dreaming, the I mind is crazy. So it is time for the I to wake up to end the dream. This is how the dream ends. The dream ends when you wake up, and every aspect of yourself must do the same. So that's why when you are awakened, you have to share this with others. You must wake up. Wake up and you stop the dream. You stop your aspect of the dream. The crazy things that you are dreaming and doing, you are bringing balance to yourself. Every aspect of the self must do this. Wake up to stop the dream. Alright? Thank you so much. I'll see you soon.